My name's Jonty Kelt. I'm from New Zealand and I'm here in the US. I'm the CEO and co-founder of a technology business based here in Manhattan, which helps media companies to enter the world of e-commerce. So we've got about 45 staff in 6 cities and we're growing very quickly. We've raised about $18 million of funding so far. New Zealand is a great place to visit and it makes great food and produce. Everyone knows that. New Zealand also creates stuff. There's a saying in New Zealand called the number 8 wire mentality, and basically that means that a Kiwi, a New Zealander, can create anything with a piece of number 8 wire. They're very handy, they're very innovative, and they can get things done. And I think that that is something that New Zealanders bring to the world stage in many ways. There are various companies which show that, as well as just the general Kiwi attitude. If Americans have ever dealt with a Kiwi, they'll know that they're can-do people and they've got great ideas. So a couple of companies that come to mind. The first would be a technology company. It's called Weta Digital. It's in Wellington, New Zealand. And that company is associated with Peter Jackson, the director. They are the technologists behind the visual effects on movies such as Avatar and Heavenly Creatures and Lord of the Rings and King Kong. I think the results speak for themselves. It's amazing stuff, and that is, good Kiwi ingenuity at play. Another company that comes to mind is Raycon International. So Raycon creates frequency oscillator chips that help with a GPS, and they actually, for this particular niche market, control about 50% of that market globally. And again, that's a great example of Kiwi engineering. They actually were started in 1967, and it wasn't until recent years that they actually started to export their technology. But again, the results speak for themselves. It's a great business. Another business that comes to mind, which is not technology, but I think shows New Zealand's innovative approach to using something, and that is Icebreaker. Icebreaker is inner and outer garments for being outdoors and athletic events and sports. They use merino wool. Merino wool is a wool that's grown in New Zealand. It's got amazing properties, and they overcame a perception that wool was itchy to the skin and that you couldn't use it in the ways that they have used it. And they've added some really innovative branding and marketing to that, and they've cracked distribution channels on the international stage, and you'll find Icebreaker products in many cities and retail outlets across the world today.